Hello there, you're welcome to another edition of my podcast where I talk about everything football related. And a lot has been happening in the last few weeks or so from Arsene Wenger signing a new deal. And I'm going to be bringing you the latest news that have been making the rounds in the football transfer market. A lot of clubs has began rounding up, or they began to make their buys as quickly as possible before it closes. But we all know that the climax of the transfer window is usually the deadline day, where clubs are trying to pick up what is left. But what concerns me tonight is the player, a Nigerian player, which I've been making the media space in the last 1 week or so, and that is the person of Henry Onyekuru. Henry Onyekuru is a 19-year-old Nigerian that plays for a club in Belgium by the name Eupen. Eupen is a Belgian top division football club, quite a small club to be precise. And a club that's got a capacity of about 8,363 in capacity size of the stadium. Right. Well, it's no longer news that Arsenal have agreed to sign the young winger, for a fee of about £6.8 million, which was in his clause. So they've triggered the clause in his contract, and I think Arsenal are ready to do business. So, and who is Henry Onyekuru? Henry Onyekuru joined the current club, that's KAS Eupen, from Aspire Academy. Aspire Academy is based in Qatar. That's the academy where a lot of youngsters are being groomed. So Henry Onyekuru moved to Eupen, which have some sort of affiliation with the academy. He moved in 2015, and after 2 seasons, making a total of 57 appearances and scoring 28 goals, and 24 of those goals were scored in this season that just ended. Onyekuru joint top goal scorer in Belgium, and for a winger, that is a good profile, So for that reason, Arsenal want to move. Well, they've agreed a fee. Obviously subject to other work permit related issues. Should be ready to play for Arsenal. Well, there are other clubs that showed interest in the Nigerian player. Celtic showed interest in January, and there have been other interest from West Bromwich Albion, Everton, and even in France there have been interest from Red Bulls Leipzig, Schalke, Borussia Dortmund, Mönchengladbach, Lyon, Lille, Monaco, Nice, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Fiorentina, and Rome. So the guy must be quite eye-catchy for those clubs to be after him, but it seems the guy has made up his mind to play for Arsenal, and so in a couple of days, probably once he finishes his international duties, he's currently in France with the Nigerian Super Eagles as they prepare for the friendly against Togo, which will be played on Thursday. So I believe after that, then the signing proceedings would go ahead. So, I mean, is this a good one for the young player? Well, I'm going to give my opinion from two angles. As a Nigerian, I'm always very happy to see my fellow compatriot move to top clubs. And when you consider the fact that it's been such a while that we've had a Nigerian move to top flight clubs, it gives me some sort of joy to see Onyekuru move to Arsenal. So I'm always happy to see Nigerian players move to top clubs in Europe. So as a Nigerian, that's my feeling, that's how I feel. However, if I'm to look at it from a purist or from an objective point of view, is this the right move for the player? And is that the right signing for Arsenal? Well, I'll look at it from Arsenal perspective. When you consider what they've been through this season, with some fans divided over whether Wenger should leave or should remain, their mixed bag of fortunes of performances in the last season, then you begin to wonder whether this is the right move for Arsenal. First and foremost, I believe Arsenal need marquee signings. They need 2 or 3 marquee signings, not potentials. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything about against Onyekuru's move, because obviously I know some Nigerians will be feeling a little bit different from my own opinion. But I just feel Arsenal needs some sort of quality to propel the club in the right direction. Look, after Arsene Wenger signing a new 2-year deal, which some of the fans might not be happy with, a lot of their fans want to challenge for the Champions League. They want to challenge for the Premier League. And in the last 6 to 10 years, there's not been any indication of that ambition. It was said before they moved to Emirates Stadium that once they move, that they'll be able to compete with some of the top clubs in the world. But that hasn't happened. And the last thing you want is the signing of a player like Onyekuru to come to Arsenal. Now, I'm not discarding the player. I'm not burying him. I'm not burying him before he's dead. After all, Rob Holding, nobody gave him a chance, and the guy's been putting in some exceptional performances. However, we've had a time past where Arsenal have signed potential players, the likes of Sanogo, who at the moment has just been loaned to different clubs, the likes of Joel Campbell, who, in my opinion, I think could have broken into the Arsenal team if given more games and more time. But I don't want a situation whereby Onyekuru becomes another failed potential. Look, the pressure at this particular point in time for Arsenal to deliver is enormous. So if Onyekuru is going to come in, he's got to know that he's going to face enormous pressure. You can't compare the 8,000 size supporters that comes to UPenn in comparison to 60,000 ambition thirsty fans, if I may put it that way. So the pressure is going to be enormous on Onyekuru. In my opinion, I would have preferred him to move to some of the clubs that would be able to nurture his talent, his quality. Some of the clubs I mentioned earlier on, Dortmund for example, do have a very good nurturing system of young upcoming young players. Arsenal at this particular point in time is under intense pressure to perform. But I'll be honest with you, I hope I'm proven wrong, and I'll be very happy to be proven wrong. I hope Onyekuru will perform very well, perform to expectation, lives up to the hype, and start doing what is probably brought in for. And of course, that will be good for Nigeria in the long run. When you consider the fact that the World Cup is fast approaching, there are a lot of qualifiers to be played, and I believe its quality will come in handy. But make no mistake about it, it's going to be a tough one for the young lad. But we'll wait and see what's going to happen. I would like you to drop your comments for me and let me know what you think about the signing of Henry Onyekuru. Is it a good one for Arsenal, or is it a bad one? Let me know your comment. Let me know what you think. Until I come your way again with interesting happenings within the world of football. This is Perspective from Oba. Have a lovely day.